No, 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 no. Hey, I don't care. That's the show. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys coming out again. Welcome back. Welcome back, millionaires. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Did you wake up? I'm up. I've been up. I've been up since like 5. No, guys, last night, was it yesterday? I slept like 8 hours. I slept 4, like my normal. Got up, popped up. I was ready to rock. I'm like, I'm going to go live. I was getting messages from Sharon. She's like, you throw the trash when you go in live? I was like, yeah, I just got up. 4 more hours. Holy shit. I woke up. I was like, am I going to be late to work? Never. I've had a really good day. You know what it is? I'm trying to answer every message, every comment, and I can't keep up sometimes. We're doing really well and get the message out. So if you guys are paying attention to Twitter and you guys are paying attention to TikTok and YouTube and I guess Instagram, everywhere, doesn't matter. We're just getting the word out. That's what we're doing. We're doing it the right way. So I have a lot going on right now. If you guys are not paying attention to the world, there's new headlines coming out telling you is it Latin? Is today Wednesday? Bro, don't mess with me, Funny Spider. Is today Wednesday? Because I don't even know the day. Oh, don't do it to me, okay? So anyway, shout out to Jay Kerwin. Jay Kerwin's out there doing the dishes, folding the laundry. He says, Marantz, I'm doing my housework while listening and watching you. Bros, if I get you through all your housework, or if you're being a punk and not doing the housework while I'm live, what the hell are you doing with your life? That's all I'm asking. Get your ass up, start sweeping, start mopping, do something. I don't care if you just wet the floor with water. I don't care if you just wet the floor and then be like, hey, baby, I mopped. I did something. Look at that. Remember that tile, that one tile right there that was dirty? Look. Then you just clean the grout with a toothbrush or something and be like, babe, you just did so much. Yeah, I was just testing out this new cleaning material called toothpaste. You ever heard of it? Here come Noisy Korax. Never heard of it. You guys don't know my life. These guys, they live rent-free in my head. No, really. I have so many comments of negative stuff coming. It's funny to me. Because you know why? Because I've been, in sports before, and I've been in the military, all this other stuff, right? And so you always, get somebody who's, a negative Nelly. Come on and say, you're not as good as you. And I would just be like, oh, thanks, bro. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all the support. I just give them the love. You know what I do to the Meltdown? I don't know if you guys know what the Meltdown is. The Meltdown is a website that talks bad about GameStop. I don't know who wakes up every day. Hey, Meltdown, hi. I don't know who wakes up every day to hate. They wake up, they go, what kind of hate can I put up today? But you know how I treat the Meltdown? I've never showed you guys how I treat the Meltdown. I'm going to show you how I treat the Meltdown. You guys tell me if it's the right way. So we go over here. This is my Meltdown page. I got it right here. So I don't know if you guys can see this right here. Let's see if we can we make it bigger? Okay, it's that right there. Look at this. Right here. All right, Meltdown. This is how I treat you, Meltdown. You see this? That's a real snake. It's a real snake. It's a real live Meltdowner. Check it out. I'll see you around, Meltdown. Don't worry about it. Do you know how strong snakes are? The snakes, they're gross, first off. They make me sick. And when I see them, I just think evil. And so when I see the Meltdowners, I just think evil. Do you guys read the headlines this morning? The headlines this morning on a very credible news source. Credible. Anyway. Guys, just so that we're clear, I'm being sarcastic, okay, with credible. Seeking Alpha is not a credible news source. These little websites, these little bloggers, everybody, Tip Ranks. I know who pays you, Tip Ranks. I know where you're from. And all these guys giving you ideas about GameStop's earnings are going to be flat. There's no growth here. It's going to be a very lackluster quarter, and they have nothing to do. What did he say? He said, I can't explain why they would be worth more than $11 a share. Why they would be worth more than 11. That's book. That's cash. Cash is 11. What's profit worth? There's profits. GameStop makes a profit. I mean, what's business worth? PSA just announced GameStop is celebrating their millionth card submission. PSA was averaging 100,000 cards a month, 800,000 a year, something to that effect. That's their submissions to their offices. They have built 3 more offices. Internationally, they're everywhere now. The PSA is growing like you've never seen. They're hiring right now. Go to the website. They're hiring everywhere, whether it be over here in Manhattan Beach, where they're at in America here in California, and then they're over there on the East Coast of Maryland. They're growing crazy, PSA. 1 million cards? Guys, we only started submissions in October. How the hell? 1 million cards in like 4 months, 5 months? This is great. This is great. Hey, anybody tell Wall Street? This was just announced right now. That if you are the 1 millionth card submitted to GameStop, you get free submissions to PSA for a year. And you're telling me that's not going to increase everyone's submissions right now? Little things like that, little giveaways like that from GameStop and PSA are going to get more people to the door. But I'm more surprised with the other number. Not just the million cards. How many people is that? How many people that didn't submit cards through GameStop before are now walking into the store and now buying Pokemon cards, now buying sports cards, and or buying other products? These are called ups. These are opportunities for people that walk up to your store. I'm very excited. Very excited for the number and for the partnerships moving forward for GameStop and PSA. And the fact that Wall Street got it wrong. They're completely wrong right now. I want to talk about something. I made a video last night, and I barely posted it right now on YouTube, but I posted it on TikTok. I posted it on Twitter, and you should follow me on Twitter. I don't care about TikTok too much, but you should follow me on Twitter. I do care about Twitter because the interaction's kind of real. I mean, I'm getting a lot of messages. So I was shopping at Walmart and listening to Marantz show. It didn't get any better than that. Oh, that's tight. Thanks, Pops. My biggest supporter, my dad, of course. He brought me into the world, and there he is hanging out. So love the man. I tell you, what would happen, because I just lost train of thought, Pops, thanks. No. Here's the detachment of the video that I post. I posted about PE ratios, and I started studying the market itself, the S&P 500 PE ratios every year. Every January they post, and then you go, okay, here's the PE ratio carrying into the new year. And then you go ahead and follow all of the, I guess, recessions and or corrections in the stock market, and you find out that the PE ratios were elevated right before and after. Elevation of PE ratios be anything above 20. 20 is the average. There's this chiller, if you guys don't know, oh God, I go into this stuff, the caper, right? The cape. And it's the chiller ratio, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know. I don't act like I know, and I don't care to know. Is that fair to people? Obviously, I've read about it and I learned about it. CAPE ratio, as far as the CAPE being 10-year trends on the market itself. Half of you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. It's okay. But the PE ratio is 20. Anything above 20, you're like, okay, getting a little expensive, a little too heavy. Okay. Do you know where we're at today? 28, 29, 27, like back-to-back years. No. We were 36 in January of 2021. 36. So it made me start thinking, why do I see unattached, detached from reality earnings reports? Like evals, right? We say valuation for your company. When stock analysts are giving you crazy evals, right? They give you this valuation of this company's worth, like yesterday, Dan Ives. This is how it all came across to me. Dave Ives, is that his name? Dan Ives? Dan Ives from Wedbush goes, Tesla should be a $2 trillion market cap company, not $800 billion. It should be $2 trillion. And I'm like, whoa, it's because you're long? I mean, so unattached, right? P/E ratio is so unattached because at $2 trillion, and they only make $10 billion a year profit. That's a P/E ratio of 200 to 1. 200 to 1 at $2 trillion. So you can't explain it to me. Why should I be buying Tesla for 200 to 1? You can't. You know, when you're buying companies that are established, companies that are I guess, Mag 7 company at 200 to 1, I can't buy it. I should be buying things that are like 20 to 1, 25 to 1, That's what investors do, right? Gamblers can go buy the 200 to 1. GameStop right now is at 124 to 1. But GameStop's not established. GameStop's not an S&P 500. GameStop's not a Mag 7 stock. This is why I hate when the Meltdown tries to compare GameStop to other companies. And I'm like, you guys have, what the hell are you doing? Then compare it to other companies. Let's get some of these non-S&P 500 companies. Let's start comparing. I've done it. They're killing them. GameStop has more cash than everybody. And I'm talking cash money that they'll never burn. There's value in that. There's value to borrow money. What's your credit rating? What's your leadership team? What are your e-commerce team? Like, what are they doing? We're transitioning for the future even now. Look at PSA agreement. But let's go back. I go. So I look at all the totals. And I say, okay, so you think Tesla should be worth $200? You just set a number? I mean, they just say a number. GameStop should be $10 stock. You just say a number. You don't realize that means 446 million shares. That equates to a $4.46 billion market cap. The addressable market cap itself. You know, there's this thing called SAM. Sales addressable market, okay? And the SAM itself for gamers is always increasing. I don't care if the world's digital. I don't care if I only download games like some punk said to me in the mall. That doesn't matter to me. The SAM is always increasing because gamers are born every day. And gaming may evolve, but you still need accessories. You still need the consoles themselves. You still need the games. And people like physical just as much. But to think about the SAM, okay, you also have to fit in other categories like collectibles, like hobbyists that are collecting cards and Pokemon and accessories itself. I'm talking about the little figurines and the board games, the clothes, the apparel, all of it. When are we going to start factoring in that the SAM is forever increasing when it comes to GameStop? Private label increases your margin, but the products themselves, the SKUs themselves, it can increase via e-commerce and online. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to keep riding off GameStop when you know that they're billions and billions of dollars worth of sales and they actually make a profit? Why is it so detached? I'm asking you, why does Wedbush get to say that they feel Nvidia should have a 2 in front of it? This is what was said yesterday. Nvidia should have a 2 in front of it, not a 1. And they're talking about a $100 stock versus a $200 stock. Nvidia at 115 versus 200. It's 85 million more shares, or $85 more per share. Do you know how many shares exist on Nvidia? This is the biggest float I've ever seen in my life. 24.9 billion shares. I said billion. For that company to get to $200 a share, they would have to be worth $5 trillion. Okay. Let them be worth $5 trillion. How did you get there? What did the earnings report says? I mean, what's your ratio then? What's your P ratio then? I mean, we could just say it should be a $200 stock. Why? Because it looks nice? It sounds good? No, it was so unattached at 158, it had to be. So this is why I'm telling you this. Why are we talking about this, Marantz? Here's why. Every company has these P ratios that are unattached, that are just crazy compared to the rest of the market like it normally would be. Why? Because there's a little short position out there that's unattached. There's a little short position out there that nobody wants to report on. There's a short position that the market was going to crumble, allegedly. If I have to give you an unattached value and short position on GameStop, I have to in turn give you an a detached value on market caps and PE ratios for the long versus that short. They need collateral versus their short, correct? What's their collateral? As it has increased, if you have increased your position in GameStop over the last 4 years, what has increased its value? The whole damn market. When GameStop came crumbling down to $10, what were they doing to the actual market itself? What was 2022? What was 2023? GameStop's rebounding, rebuilding. Guess what the market has to do? They have to keep pushing and keep pushing. Guys, I'm wrong. It's just a coincidence. My bad. That's what it is. By the way, when I have a snake in my hands, you know, not every time I utilize the latrine. No, when I have a physical, like a real slithering snake in my hand, this is the song that comes to mind. Baddest bitch on the block. Excuse my language. She probably likes me calling her that. I don't know. I don't mean any disrespect, Brittany. I swear to you, I'm the biggest Britney Spears fan you'll ever see. I like Brittany, Justin. I like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. It's real simple, babe. A little bit of 98 degrees on the side. Let's do it, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz, and let's talk about this nonsense. Officially, today, as of today, every Mag 7 stock is in the red. They're no longer profitable. They no longer have a gain, and that's good. That's good. That means we're having the real true correction. But remember, corrections happen over time. They don't happen all at once. You don't want a stock crash, okay? You want this market to adjust, take some profits, fill out it, and give yourself some leverage and buy that risk and protect your risk, right? It's called risk on and risk off. And right now the risk is off because as the market's coming down, what are they doing? They're buying puts to hedge their position on their longs. Why are they buying puts and why are they allowed to? Because Donald J. Trump, your president, is helping out Wall Street not bomb itself, not crater itself. He gives you dates and times for the tariffs to go into effect. He's giving you a roadmap. Yes, they're very serious. And yes, they're going to go into effect. And it doesn't matter. The correction's needed. The rich need to go ahead and correct the over leverage of this market. But everybody gets rich. Everybody gets paid. Everybody gets paid on the way down. There's nothing wrong here for these guys. Wall Street's not upset with the market going down. You know who's upset? People. People with money in the wrong accounts. That's who's upset. And or people that diamond hand the wrong things. That's who's upset. Us? Certainly not GameStop. You don't think so? So the market's fallen off. But it dropped, I don't know, 5%. Let's just say 5% on the S&P. 10% on the QQQs. Why? Why is the S&P and the Qs not attacked? Why are they not going down at the same rate? Because Qs are the top 100 companies where the Mag 7 has greater impact and influence. And the S&P, which has been carried by the Mag 7, is now finding a little bit of parity. Right? You find other cappers that come out and they're getting a little bit more strength than what the Mag 7 would be carrying. I'm okay with it all. I'm okay with them buying puts too. You do whatever you got to do. It's got nothing to do with me. I still shop at GameStop. This is all I love. This is all I want. At $23.89, I put a buy order in. You guys saw the buy order today. I have no problem with the pricing and where it's at. So I like this stock. I like this company. But we're going to talk about a couple other companies today. I did see Ben & Jerry's, ding, 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 connect the dots. Ben & Jerry's did let go of their CEO. Shocker. I believe I made a video on connect the dots for Ben & Jerry's. And I told you that would be happening. That's just the route of the company and the way they're selling it off. And that's Unilever, their parent company out there in Europe. The other thing I want to talk about was a new CEO emerging from the bankruptcy of the Container Store, TCS. The Container Store, as I told you previously, had private equity all in it. And it's funny how you can connect the dots after. Steve Jobs always said you can connect the dots going backwards because you don't know what the future is, but you can always reflect on the past, right? So as you go back on those dots, you find out exactly how it all went wrong. And the Container Store is no different, but then you see who's in it. People like Evercore and people like Roger Altman. If you don't know Roger Altman, then maybe you don't know about the Clintons, but you should know about Whitewater. And that's just a lot of I guess mist in the air. But you can't deflect and you can't distract me from the 6 days left, babe. 6 days left. And I'm talking about full days. I'm talking about all of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then you're there. So that's 6. It's really 5. It's 5 for the way I see it. But 5 days from now, oh, man. You guys just ever daydream? GameStop's going to come out. They're going to give out their earnings report, and it's going to beat every story that they said about negative wrong. I mean, everybody's already wrong. Hey, you're all wrong, Wall Street. I know, I'm one guy. I get it. Look at the chart. I don't care. Listen to me, Wall Street. You're wrong. You're wrong about GameStop, and you have been for 4 years. You're wrong about Ryan Cohen, and you have been for 4 years. You're wrong about retail investors that diamond hand their shares, and you have been for 4 years. Oh my God, your opportunity cost. You don't know. You're not an accountant. Who's this smart guy in front of me? Marantz, I got told about Nvidia. I made an Nvidia video, and people, this guy knows nothing. DeepSeek just proved that you need more Nvidia chips. And I'm like, you know nothing. Because it wasn't the fact that DeepSeek, that wasn't the story. These half-dead brain people that don't know about investing, they don't realize what I'm saying. The headline came out 3 weeks after the report. That gave everybody time to secure their short, their puts and buy downside. That's okay. Boom, here you go. They lose $1 trillion. Dudes, could you imagine? I'm asking you. You run a company that's the most star-spangled banner company in the world. The number one company in the world. It's not Apple. It's not Google. It's not Amazon. It's not Facebook Meta. It's not Tesla, not Netflix. None of them. It's Nvidia. And you're worth almost $4 trillion. Your CEO is walking around as the 10th richest man in the world. All of whom, all the insiders, selling shares, over $2 billion of cash shares money, selling off. Could you imagine? You lose 1.2 billion, trillion, I'm so sorry, $1 trillion of market cap. 1.2 trillion, and not one financial backer, not one investor, no one's on the phone demanding your job, saying, what the hell's going on over there? We just lost 1/4 of our company. More than 1/4. This is blasphemy. What the hell? We need money. What are you doing to my value of my shares and my stock and my... Nobody said anything? Do you know why? GameStop comes out, goes from like $2 to $100 to $483, and the market cap's like $30 billion. They're making movies. Oh my God, retail, Reddit, everybody. Huh? I said 30 billion. They just lost 1.2 trillion. 1.2 trillion versus 30 billion. The difference is 1.2 trillion. The whole market lost $5.3 trillion in 3 weeks. Nobody said shit. Nobody cared. Trump says, hey, I got some tariffs coming. Wait, hold on. No, I don't. Okay. We got them coming again. Hold on. You guys got to know this game. So there's this new AI, this new chip, new company, Baidu, a Chinese company. They figured out how to do what DeepSeek did. They did it for half of what DeepSeek did for energy and chips. Uh-oh. Does anybody see the headline yet? Is it out yet? The news is out, but is the headline out? Buy the rumor, sell the news? I'm waiting. Maybe I'm wrong. Nvidia getting deep cheeks by the DeepSeek China. Yeah. I mean, can we use different phrasing there? Deep cheeks and DeepSeek. I mean, I don't understand. Like, we had to rhyme. Are you a rapper? What happened, Nvidia? How come you don't want to know about China? Yeah, no, it's gonna be bad. Good morning, Marantz and fellow kings and queens. Cheers, Team 42. Yeah, I mean, you can disguise it all the movements, everything, around, like, and just hide the fact that GameStop is short and GameStop's profitable and GameStop, the best thing that could happen on earnings, just so we're clear, best thing that could happen is nothing. Hey, listen to me. This is the best thing that could happen. All of you, well, I'll just speak for me. let's just say I have about, I don't know, 51 shares at a cost average of, I don't know, around $24. And the shares are still 24. Yeah, I'm going to keep stacking. I'm going to keep buying one a day. And for all of you, $25, this guy, you bitches don't have $25 to your name. You're worried about inflation. You're worried about constipation. Buy some stool softener, kids. Do that. Okay, Meltdown? Do that, and then come see me when you're done. Make sure you wipe up. I'm just telling you, that's what we're doing with all of you short sellers, meltdowners when it comes to GameStop and not thinking it's a profitable investment. I've had to deal with you guys for 4 years, personally. Short minus of knocking on my front door, I've had to deal with the meltdown and short sellers and people trying to infiltrate your chat. Can I tell you guys, I don't know if you guys know too much about me. I interview tons of people about GameStop, whether it be in person and or online here. Well, with thousands of people, right? We've had come through the show. It's okay. I've done thousands of episodes. I think I've done 4,000 videos between TikTok and YouTube, whatever. Maybe 5,000. Who knows? I don't care. I don't keep track that way. I just did an interview 3 days ago. Who was here? 3 days ago, I did this interview, and this young lady comes onto the mic who I've never seen a day in my life. Can I tell you guys something? I've been doing the show for a long time. I understand people and how they're skeptics and how they're soft and how they come in weird and then they're unsure of themselves on how to talk, how to communicate, how to even manage the Discord, a lot of things. But I've had 2 females come into the show and do an interview with me. And the first female was Mojo Loco. Mojo Loco. Marantz, we're buying in, we're doing this. What do you recommend? What recommend? What the hell? Why are you calling me, asking me for recommendations? Why don't you just listen? And learn. Asking for the answer, and then it's like, wait a minute. Okay. So I let Mojo Loco go away because she lost all her money and not being uncertain. I think I should buy it because it's a good company and it's a good stock and Nvidia is still great. And she bought it at 150. Her husband's like, I told you to stop reading those self-2 books. Yeah, whatever. If you guys don't think I know how to read it the minute it comes in, the minute they start talking, I know exactly what's happening. Can I give you the example? 3 days ago, I get called here on the show. They come in, they call into the show, they get into the Discord. They know how to use the Discord. Hey, kid, take notes, okay? So, they know how to use the Discord. Hi, Marantz. I've been thinking about investing into this thing called GameStop. Do you have any recommendations on how I might do that? No. You're going to ask me how to invest into GameStop? Well, how long have you been watching the show? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. No, I agree. It's market's just too expensive right now. That's why I pulled out all my money 2.5 years ago. Yeah, I don't hold anything right now. I'm just waiting to see if I'm going to buy something else. But yeah, I buy Nvidia for the kids. For games, for games. What? Okay, so you buy things, and yet you're asking me how to buy things. You pulled your money out of the stock market. I pulled it all out of the stock market 2.5 years ago, right when the bottom was. And you're asking me how to? This is the how to? I mean, the equivalent would be like me going to my dad's house. And my dad goes, hey, Marantz. I said, yeah, what's up, bro? And he goes, hey, man, how do I put up this door? How do I hang this door? I'm like, excuse me? He goes, yeah. He goes, and I go, well, you got to have tools. He goes, yeah, matter of fact, look, I got every tool known to man in the damn garage. I own every tool, bro. I own them all. But yeah, I can't get this door. I don't know. How would you do it? Do you open it? Do you close it? Like, what do you do? What do you do? Nah. I've seen this trick before. The old, come on in. You can use my phone inside. Shit. And there goes Taco Native. Yes, sir. Can I use your? Yeah, do you have a cup of water, bro? I just thought about that. Like when we were young, we used to ask neighbors for water. That is crazy. We'd be down the street, didn't want to run back home. Used to knock on neighbors. "Ah, we're just playing. Do you mind if we just have a cup of water? You guys have any water? Oh shit, man! I wouldn't know what to do if a kid knocked on my door, asked me for water. Like, yeah, the manguera's right there. Grab that shit, turn it on, roll around in it while you're at it, bros. No, I wouldn't even let you drink water out the water hose. You know, water costs money. Oh man, we were so rich back then. We just didn't know it. We didn't know it. That's cool. Anyway, I was talking about the Container Store. I was connecting some dots this morning. You guys don't know what I do all morning. You want to see what I do all morning? I'll show you. Anyway. What did Wendy say? Good point. I find it hard to believe that she does not know where to buy shares. That's my point. Never. Hey, Nvidia does games. Really? Really? They do graphic card, GPUs. How many PC gamers do you know? I'm one, but come on. What, do you think they dominate the world? Yeah, for my grandkids and Nvidia and games. These people. People stopped playing WoW a while ago, okay? Fortnite. Websites. The best website ever. GameStop.com. Let's go check it out. Hey, thousands of cards. I mean, 1 million cards, guys, submitted. Can you imagine how many of those cards and the value of those cards GameStop has actually bought and resold? The percentage, even if it was like 1% of 1 million cards. That'd be 10,000 cards. At how much profit? I don't know. But I'm just saying, even at 1%, and I assume it's higher than that, but what do I know? Okay, graded cards. Here we go. GameStop. Ooh. Kevin Durant rookie card for $22. Oh my God. Mike Trout right here, $25. Just a 10. Just a base 10. I don't mind that at all. Lewis Hamilton, nobody cares about racing. Wouldn't care about F1 or NASCAR ever in my life. I have this card. It's in the pack that I'm sending over there to my boy. Listen, guys, when you guys think about CCWP, whatever, Carter's Corner Pocket, CCP, when you think about Carter and you think about, I don't want to say his real name, but so I'll say his fake name. Whenever you think about any of the guys who I support, I call them by the real name sometimes. You guys got to be scared because I don't want to say your real names because apparently everybody wants to hide behind identities. But Carter's a real dude, okay? Dynamite, he'll say his name every now and then. It's fine, but I'm down with you guys. I'm down with you guys till the day I drop. But I gave away all these cards already. And they're worth $30, $40 a piece. Look at this stuff right here at GameStop. So just know you're getting some good cards here, Carter. And they're coming, bro. I have to get to the post office. But I've been doing it. For the first month, I got the cards. The second month, I put them in plastic. The third month, I put them in a package now. Now, the fourth month, I'm going to put a stamp on it. I'm going to lick it and stick it and then put it in the box. That's what I'm going to do for you. Look at the CJ Stroud card. Wow. Those cards have fallen off. Ooh, shit. $11 for a CJ Stroud rookie card. They're everywhere. People buy this shit. Look at that one. I have that one going to you, Carter. I have this one right here going to you, Carter, for $80. Oh, my God, it's yours. I don't care. That was beautiful. Jaden Daniels rookie card. I have like 7 Jaden Daniels rookie cards going to you, bro. Don't care one bit. Oh, my God. See, more CJ Stroud, more everything. Wow. I'm just checking it out, guys. Don't mind me. I'm looking at my favorite website. What do you guys do all day? No? I don't want to know. Really, it's gross. If you can tell me, I don't want to know. Okay, check it out. We go in here. We go to trading cards. And Pokemon cards, 113. Hell yeah, they're getting more every day. And they have 1,759 cards on the website right now. Love the website. Looking great. Let's see. Is it more Assassin's Creed? Look at this. Assassin's Creed looking great. Sorry, TikTok. You'll never get to see all this. Yeah, I love this damn website. And then can you imagine if they're actually selling these cards? Like, I know they are. But like, look at the prices. The price of these cards are like whole ass consoles, right? $1,300. This card will sell. Somebody will come in and buy this I don't even know, Me Too card. Man, you gotta like the guys who don't pay attention to what I do, like on the street interview videos. If you guys are watching the street interview videos, I was like giving away cards and doing stuff, and it's all out there. And look at these 2016 Charizard cards. This will all be gone by tomorrow. All of this will be gone. Dude, you don't think people are gonna buy this for $90? They'll buy it. But anyway, the guy goes, "Oh, look at Marantz just giving away his bulk cards. He doesn't give away anything of value." I was like, "Are you kidding? These kids have no idea what I'm handing these people, these kids. I'm handing them everything. I don't keep anything for myself. Not a damn thing." Look at GameStop, 2381, looking healthy. Oh, check this out, guys. Here you go. So, should I just play the video? Should I just play the video and then you guys understand like what I'm saying? Maybe I'll do that. Who knows? You guys can watch the video. We can watch a video to watch a video. Why not? Beautiful, Ryan Cohen. Beautiful, beautiful. Here you go. So a lot of you guys know this chart. This is the GameStop chart right here. And as you can see, the value of GameStop went all the way up in 2021, then all the way down, and then starts bending back up. And we call that the recovery and, fundamental movement on GameStop. But something else has the same movement. This very same movement. You want to watch? Check this out. This is your stock market. These are the P ratios of the stock market as it goes down and then goes back up and it battles. And I ask you, why does the stock market, the S&P 500, these are the P ratios, why do they go up, down, and then back up again? Very similar to GameStop, right? Then I had to go back to the 90s. So I went all the way back to the 90s. I look at what P ratios were for the whole market. And you could see something like this, the dot-com bubble era, when they were in the 30s, 20s, all the way up to 40. This is a bad time right here. It means too top heavy, the top companies fell off, and the stock market had huge corrections because when you have P ratios this detached from reality, it shows you something. Then you go to this. You see that it was all the way down to the teens again. Then it went to 70 right here in 2009. A lot of people know that this is when like the shorts were developing in the markets, and the shorts were just because all the money was free. So you knew these companies were just going to go ahead and get distressed and go bankrupt because they were going to expand. It was like a whole playbook on this, and I'll leave it for another conversation. But you keep looking at this market being leveraged, and you see all the way to 2019, no really big issues here. You can handle what's coming, but it's here. It's 2020 to 2021, right there. 36, 37, whatever it may be, on its way. And that's because GameStop was pumping at that moment, that whole month of January. So when you're reporting what are your PE ratios, what are your values, then you see when the market fell off, well, guess what also fell off with it? GameStop's value fell off. But as GameStop's value starts going up, starts ticking up in the other direction, now you see what's happening to this market. They have to offset it with value. So I'll put this all together for you. All right, so let me put it all together for you. Now that you guys made it this far in the video, you have GameStop that pumps up, came down, and now pumping back up again. And Wall Street, the S&P 500, their PE ratios go up, down, and back up again too, just similar to GameStop. And the reason for that is because people are long the S&P 500, and they're hedging it with their short position on GameStop, right? I mean, wouldn't that make sense? Just based off of values and metrics and measurables that you're looking at. It's going to shock the world when GameStop actually goes uber positive and you have to start buying it in or close your short positions and buy it back. Now, this happened before. And it happened with Tesla. But GameStop's a little different. GameStop's a little different because there are no stock analysts covering GameStop. They refuse to cover it. What happens when the FOMO comes back into a stock? What happens when Wall Street has to buy in and they have to grovel at your feet? Well, we're about to find out. You're about 5 days away from finding out exactly why Trump and private equity and you name it start giving you deadlines when tariffs go into effect, when the administration is going to make moves. Headlines are tied into what the stock market does. Let's go conspiracy theory 101 right now. DeepSeek came out with a report for Nvidia stock 3 weeks before it became national news, and they put out the headline, and next thing you know, $1 trillion comes off of Nvidia. $5.5 trillion comes off this market. And you're like, no big deal, because people set it up. They actually hedged their positions with puts. They made money on the downside. They were risk off at the time. And right now, they're holding tight till you take off another 10%. You don't do it all at once. You don't crash the market. That's why the Fed sat on their hands today. Are you guys paying attention to this world? They're walking you down to the path of least resistance, all the way down to the bottom. But as they walk you down, they better hope and pray they can walk GameStop down. We're going to see who's more resilient. We're going to see who can just hold and diamond hand right through this badass moment in time. The recession might be. But I'll tell you what, it's only because private equity lost. They sensationalize their losses. They want you to feel sorry for them. They're going to cry on TV because they own the TV. They own the networks. They own the media. Private equity has influence everywhere. But the truth, a little company worth about $10 billion, allegedly, shouldn't take down the market. Let's find out together. Yeah, let's find out together. Pretty awesome. Let's find out something together. You guys ready? Here you guys go. Here's a little bit of connect the dots for you this morning. What I was reading up on. You guys know I've touched on Expedia. Expedia.com, the travel group. Expedia Group was supported and, I guess, given private equity money from Apollo and Silver Lake. You guys know about Apollo and Silver Lake. If you don't, they've been partnered up from AMC movie theaters, from the Salo building, all the way to this investment called Expedia. Now, Expedia has tons of carve-outs, and these guys put up billions of dollars, $3.2 billion to be exact. And as you go through, you'll see it here. And they appoint Peter Kern CEO. So that was then in 2020. And the reason why we talk about it is because if you actually read, Peter Kern will have no trouble working with Apollo and Silver Lake and with making deep cuts because he's private equity guy at heart. And you had to go here and read everything, right? He's one of these guys, and it tells you the equity investment comes from Apollo and Silver Lake. And the reason why I'm talking about Expedia is because we're going to connect some dots here, okay, as we go from Expedia. Expedia, as you guys can see, I've had some cases here, but there were some assets carved out, and I'm trying to find the one that I want to focus on. Right here. So as you see here, the Mizuho Finance, whatever, we know about them giving out valuations and reports on stuff, but I want to talk about HomeAway. So HomeAway is there, and if you guys don't know, that's a company that they went ahead and sold off for $3.9 billion, okay, HomeAway. So when I go to HomeAway, you'll find out here they were acquired for them in 2015, okay? 2015. That was HomeAway, gets acquired by Expedia, in which Expedia already has private equity in it. They're already directing it where to go. This is how it usually works for private equity. They hire for the people, and then they do it this way. So as you see this company called HomeAway, you want to go ahead and look at this company called Big Commerce. Big Commerce is run by Travis Hess, but before it was Travis Hess, it was Brett Bellum, former HomeAway COO, who led HomeAway through its IPO, replacing the original people. Now, IPO'd and went public in 2015. Shocker that would happen right as it gets acquired by Expedia. So you can understand how they're manipulating the movement of these companies and how they go and get money from the public. Big Commerce you should look at, because Big Commerce, yes, it's run by Travis, which is one thing. But when you see Travis, you see where he comes for Accenture, right? Accenture right here. This is all out of Dallas. This is all out of Texas, guys. Texas is huge. So is GameStop, by the way. But as you can see, this guy actually comes from there, but he's been with Big Commerce since, Travis Hess. But Accenture, just so we're aware, they're the big brother firm as far as watching over all your Facebook pictures and letters and disclosures, and they called it the big brother environment because they were like sneaking in and snooping on stuff. But that's the company, right? I don't care about all that. I want to talk about this. Big Commerce names former Accenture executive vice president, and they made him the new guy, the head person in charge, Travis Hess. But when I look at Big Commerce and I try to find out like some more connecting dots via them or anyone else, I found it. I was like, yo, wait a minute. There's somebody at Big Commerce that shouldn't be there. He's on the board of directors. His name is Satish Malhotra. So Satish Malhotra is the actual CEO who was just let go yesterday at the Container Store. The Container Store comes out of bankruptcy, and the CEO says he wants to go ahead and find other things to do, other interests. Well, he's at Big Commerce right now, and he's been there for almost 3 years. But do you understand how it's connected via private equity, how private equity is leveraged here? He was with Sephora as a CRO and chief retail officer and chief operating officer for 21 years. Do I have to tell you about the influence from Sephora to a company like Kohl's? Kohl's, by the way, who no longer does Amazon returns. Shocker. But the CEO right here that is leaving the Container Store, it was Satish Malhotra, he is being replaced by Joe Bynes, this is what the report says here at MSN, and Martin Shoemaker. Now, Martin Shoemaker, however you want to say it, Shoemaker. Joe Bynes is not a person. They say right here, Joe Bynes and include Chief Transformation Officer, should be Chief Restructuring Officer, right? Martin Shoemaker. Now, I had to go find Martin Shoemaker, whatever, because they're saying right here that they're forming the Office of CEO. The Office of CEO, not a person. But when you go look at Martin, you got to find him because he's actually an investment banker analyst for Evercore. Evercore, that's going to be the Roger Altman thing that I told you. Roger Altman, 1995, used to be with Lehman Brothers in the 70s and 80s, went ahead and got a part of the Carter administration and the Clinton administration, and then got tied up with some bullshit. But this is who runs Evercore since 95. Roger Altman. But here's the thing. Joel Bynes is the guy. Not Joe Bynes. Joel Bynes. That's his name. So Joel Bynes is here. And if you look at him, he's a strategic advisor. Okay? Joel Bynes. Turnaround, transformation, everything. He's on your board of directors. We have a problem. We have a problem if he's there because he shouldn't be there. And where's he at? The Container Store. Right? Before that, he was with Belk. And if you guys don't know about Belk, their CEO... Their founders actually with Evolution Capital and Larry Chang in them right now, but that's because private equity swept in and took them over. But where was this guy for 24 years? Where was this guy for 20 years? 19 years. Alex Partners. Look familiar? Alex Partners. Guys, we have, and I'm confirming by doing this, the reason why I show you this, because we now know what you should have known if you were invested into Bed Bath & Beyond. The Container Store went bankrupt and has emerged from bankruptcy under DIP financing, and they have a stalking horse. They have agreed to go private with 2 private equity firms. After 2 months, they've come out of bankruptcy and they're going private and they're off and running. Alex Partners. Who else is with Alex Partners? Holly Etlin. Holly Etlin is a CRO for Bed Bath & Beyond that sold off all their assets, all their image and likeliness, everything you see. If you saw Holly Etlin, listen to me, private equity. Listen to me, connect the dots. Holly Etlin ran Bed Bath & Beyond. She ran the bankruptcy. Sue Gove drove him to the ground. I get that part. She just a moving piece. Just like she ran Conn's to the ground, the furniture store. AutoZone and Eddie Lampart, yes. Zales Jewelers, yes. Multiple companies for Sue Gove go bankrupt. She's in a new one right now. We'll see how it goes. Chances are they're going bankrupt. But I got a problem with Holly Etlin divvying out assets to everyone. She sold the image and likeliness to Bed Bath & Beyond. She sold it to Overstock. Overstock changed her name to Beyond. And Overstock invested $40 million to a company called the Container Store who's being run by Joe Bynes here, Joel Bynes. They both from Alex Partners, by the way. And they gave them $40 million and their market cap was only 30. They could have bought the whole damn company. But they didn't. They gave them $40 million and then what? It fall through? Why are we taking money out of Overstock's been infiltrated too? It's not Overstock anymore. It's called Beyond. I want to know why the PP show pumps this shit. I got 2 people from Alex Partners sending money back and forth to each other via their investments and or their consulting work that they're doing. You want to connect some dots? There they are. I already told you. I know exactly who's going bankrupt and why they do it and how they do it. No difference here. My point was the original money for all of it walked all the way down from Expedia, walked all the way through Container Store. It's all private equity. And we call that out and connect the dots months ago, years ago, a lifetime ago. It's real. Thanks, Joel. I'll pay attention to Joel Bynes. I'll see where you're next. Where you're going next. You, Joel Bynes, and Holly Etlin, and anyone else that's in this bankrupting world that people are making money off of. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Sorry. George Gammon talking about how retail sales tanked. Wonderful. How GameStop quarter 4 going to do. Yeah, everybody's trying to put it down there. Hudson Bay sinking ship. I already talked about Hudson Bay. Talked about it the other day, and I told you that that it wasn't going to work, right? That they have private equity all within it, and they're cutting it apart. And I showed you the CEO. I just did this the other day, so it's really bad. It says, Marantz, I had a friend of mine who was also invested in the GameStop send me a link from Superstock where a woman is talking about private equity. I told him how you've been talking about private equity for years now. Hope he is watching. Hey, Chris. Sergio, I'm on that same thread on Twitter. That's Tiffany who's talking. I made a response video. The response video got more traction. Here's the problem that I have with Tiffany. We already talked in DMs. She said, I'll go ahead and do the interview with you. And it was so like, sure, I'd be glad to talk to you. But you don't understand what Tiffany is. I do. I know you guys want the best for me. I know you guys want me to play the game. You guys want me to be in the media and do interviews and let the truth come out. The people that are pushed in front of you, the people that are getting 7 million, 8 million views for their videos that they put out, like Tiffany, she got 8 million views on Twitter. Doing interviews with Ian Carroll the week before. Brainstorming, whatever they're doing, I don't care. Make a video with no edits or cuts. Stop your bullshit. You can't fake it till you make it. You can't sell me that you know what you're talking about when it comes to private equity if you can't make more than a 30-second clip without editing and cutting it. It's like she has an idea, she says it, and she stops it because she has to go read what she's trying to talk about again. I know the difference. That's why I can't talk to Ian Carroll live. Have you ever heard him talk live? I have. It's a like, yeah, oh, yeah, like, yeah. No. This is not the time. It's not my time. I'm telling you guys, I'm not chasing it like them. I'm not chasing it for the reasons they chase it. You guys can hate me all you want. You can hate me and be like, Marantz, you could be so much bigger. You could have this. I don't care. I have a great career. I go to work and I do this on the side. I give more to my family and more to the public than I will ever give to a person that wants to just blow up because we want to fight something. You don't want to fight anything. What are you going to fight? What are you going to do? You haven't even read. You don't even know. I got a whole series called Connect the Dots. You probably never watched. You watch it. I hate it. I got guys that come around and they go, man, Connect the Dots awesome, bro. Yeah? And then they ask me a question about a company that's in Connect the Dots. Yeah, but man, what do you think about this investment that's happening right now with Mullen Automotive? Excuse me? Huh? Yeah. Now, don't talk to me, man. I can't have halfway fans and halfway supporters. I won't do it. I don't care. I don't need the fame. I don't need the info. I don't need the credibility. What did they say? Oh, Marantz, he's going to give you credit for his next interview. He's going to say where he got his info from. So, I don't care. I got too much truth to say. Marantz, you have an army of fans on the sideline. It's my birthday today, and I really appreciate everything you do, sir. Team 51. Rick James, my man. Rick James been around me for shit, man, since I started. Rick James been there when we had under 1,000 subscribers. So, Rick James, I appreciate you. Been with the show for 3 years plus, and I appreciate. Man, we can say things like that? We can say 3 years plus. It's pretty awesome. George Gammon talking about, yes, we did that. Do you think Bed Bath & Beyond will actually come back from bankruptcy, Marantz, or people just too crazy? Vincey Elliott. I don't care what happens to Bed Bath & Beyond if it ever comes back, right? We know that. Do I think it'll ever come back? Absolutely not. Not as the entity that they bought. It can come back. Somebody could go. I mean, Bill Pulte can make Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't think you can call it that, but it can come back from nothing. But they're not going to get their shares back. There's no merger. Like PPC's posted yesterday, this is the best M&A, biggest transaction in the history of transactions, and GameStop's doing it. And it was just like, huh? Because Ryan Cohen had dinner in Qatar with some people, or they will one day? Who knows? Like, I don't even, guys, think about it. Ryan Cohen takes a picture with some Saudi dudes, and did I even talk about it? Do I even care about tweets and pictures? And bro, half you guys take pictures of the food you eat and post it for your family to see. And then your family's going to go, this guy thinks he's all that eating at Applebee's on a Tuesday. Oh, shit, he must have some money. He must have got a bonus check. 2 for $25. What'd they order for appetizer? I don't know. Artichoke dip. Yeah. Bro, who cares? Who cares? You have dinner with someone. That doesn't mean shit to me. Is he out there? Is he buying infrastructure? Are they doing something? I need written deals. Then we'll talk. And even then, just show me the bottom line. Show me the profits. I already told you, I can't take hugs, handshakes, and hellos to the bank. I can't do it. No, Vincey, I don't think Bed Bath & Beyond's coming back. I think Bed Bath & Beyond's gone forever. And that's just a fact. I don't know what the hell these kids are doing with their money and their time and their energy. But listening to a 20-something, trust me, I'm a grown-ass man, right? If a 20-something-year-old was influencing me on how to invest and what to do with my finances, I have more issues. I have more issues in myself. You guys, I don't influence anything. I'm telling you right now, I don't influence you. I educate you. I give you the answers. You make the decision. Those kids aren't making decisions for themselves. You're going to tell me the true story of ABC? I'm going to tell me your real name. Tell me your real name. Explain what is the secrecy? What are we hiding from? I told my whole identity in a documentary where I was already doxxed, address and all, but who cares? People walk up to me today, this day and age, right now. Hey, bro, you're Marantz. Yeah, it's me. I'm a human. Why would you hide from the people. I already told you guys. Most beloved athlete of all time, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Didn't have to hide from anybody. Didn't need to hire bodyguards either. He could walk shoulder to shoulder with the people. Most respected guy. Bob Marley. Walk hand in hand with his people. No problem. PB Seats? Bill Pulte? We need bodyguards. We need bulletproof vests. I'm just like, what the fuck? Why do you need any of that? Why do you need barricades? What are you afraid of? I stand there around 20,000 people a day. A day. I can't watch my 180. I can't watch my back. I'm like this. Am I scared? Am I nervous? Well, who's coming up on me? What's going on? No. I'm a man of the people. And I'm a man of God. God put me here. God, I even have to tell you. You guys are just, they don't believe. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in the message they say. And that's why they hide in secrecy. Ian Carroll's the same. Okay? And so, Tiffany, whatever her name is, I don't know her last name, I don't care. Tiffany's opened up a lot about who she is. I saw, whatever. But for me, it's the delivery. I don't believe you when you're doing edits and cuts because you can't remember what you want to say or how you want to say it. Talk to the camera. It's a camera. It's not a live stream. That's the part that's really crazy, huh? You just talk to the camera, and if you don't like the take or if you're going to make a mistake, erase it and do it again. Do it in one take. No edits, no cuts. Show me you know what you're talking about. It's been my biggest strength since I started. I do a 7-hour live stream. No edits or cuts. Boom. Let's go off the top. Any other video I do, chop it up. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth and financial advice. Let's talk about Apollo. Let's talk about Mark Rowan. Let's talk about Josh Harris and Leon Black and how they started this mom and pop. Is what it started out was a couple of $1 million, but now it's $700 billion worth of assets under management. And we're going to talk about how they got from point A to point B over the next 30 years. Because Apollo did start in 1990. And when they went from 1990 all the way through, what did they do to you? Would that be 40 years? No, it's 30 years. I'm not that old. So here you go. Here's what they did. Here's what they invested in. And here's how they got to point A to point B and the sidekicks along the way. Jeffrey Epstein, one of the biggest sidekicks. Are we going to talk about it? We could. What could you talk about for 30 seconds without edits or cuts? Try it. Tiffany. Try it, Ian. Does interviews and gets asked questions and answers them that way. That's not it. We're going to talk. Let's see you spit. That's when I'll give them credit. As I tell you, bros. Do you guys ever know something? There's like people out here who make music. I learned a lot from like New York MCs and rappers and stuff. And everybody right there, they're like, yo, man, you can't, nah. It's Big Daddy Kane, Big L. You got Kumo D. And they'll start naming rappers and stuff. You'd be like, those aren't the best rappers. What are you talking about? Growing up, it was this guy with Curtis Blow. It was this group. It was this. And they'd be like, nah, bro, these guys have respect. People know who these guys are. Rakim. Like, you're like, what do you mean? That's not Jay-Z. Now, it might not be the commercial success you want, but there's a lot of respect going on for the craft that they do. And maybe the commercial success and those people pulled from someone and something. I'm just raw. I'm uncut. I get it. I know what you guys want from me. I really do. And I have to want it for myself, but I have a huge conflict. Huge conflict. I have integrity. Let's go. I've got the most shares, but I'm trying to get as many people involved as I can. Good job, Rick. Marantz, are you doing an earnings prediction video or did I miss it? Chris, we can do it right now. I mean, I already did it on a lot of live streams where we were talking about it. Right now, GameStop has a trailing 12 of $63 million of profit for the year. They would have to come in flat for quarter four, i.e. lose money versus last year, and I don't see that happening. And if they came in flat for quarter four, then they would have $63 million loss if they came in flat. But they're not. They're going to be coming in a lot hotter than that. $6.7 million what they made last year for the full fiscal year. And right now, GameStop is looking to make around 100 to 200, 100 to 150, the way I do my math. Could I be wrong? I could be absolutely wrong. But I don't think I am. I don't. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Wall Street's wrong. Stock analysts are wrong. And every guy named Brad, Chad, and I don't know, Landon, they're wrong. Shout out to my boy Landon. Graduates from CHP tomorrow. One of my former employees. You guys got to think about the impact you might have on some people. I had a former employee of mine text me out of the blue and say he graduated and he's becoming a California Highway Patrolman, and he said that I had an influence on that for him. And he sent me the link. He says he wants me to watch his graduation. I was like, bro, I haven't worked with this kid in like 3 years. It has to have been like 3 years. Maybe longer. I was blown away. I was very thankful. And I'll be watching. It's tomorrow. I'm very excited for him. But yeah, earnings, Chris. They're going to make money, man. GameStop's going to... Wall Street has it at like 7 cents for the year. 7 cents. They have 446 million shares. You mean to tell me you think they're only going to make around $30 million? No way. No way. You're crazy. You'll see. 30 million. They make on interest 50 million. So they're already up. We appreciate you, Marantz. Stop it, Sharon. You are a real one, Marantz. That's why when people try to show me other people talk about GameStop, I immediately turn them to your channel. Sergio, thank you. Sergio, didn't you and your brother watch the channel here? I can't remember. It's been so many years. But I think you're like more recent. I can't really remember. But Sergio's been diehard since he walked in. Marantz is a celebrity to 51 people. That's all the fame he needs. Correct. I remember coming to your stream on the early 3 to 4 years ago and how hype you was. Had a kid since then and another one next month. Damn, Rick. We're having babies. I'm out here doing GameStop streams and DD and all this shit. And you're out here getting some. Not me. I must not get. I mean, I don't have any kids, man. They're all grown. My little man's gonna be 15. My baby is turning 15. My other kids are 26, 21, 20, and 19. I don't know. It's a lot, man. I'm a blessed man. You know how blessed I am? I hadn't seen my mom in years. My real mom, like my biological mother, because my stepmom's been with me since I was like 3. She's been with me like 39 years, whatever. I hadn't seen my mom in years. It was funny. I saw her for the first time yesterday. In a while. And she's like, hey. My mom, she speaks half Spanish, half English type style. And not that she's fluent in English. Like, fluent. She's a school teacher. Very educated. She didn't speak Spanish until I don't know, until maybe I was in my teens. But she real fluent in Spanish. Because she married a dude from Mexico. And so my mom is like, hi, mijo, blah, blah. She started doing that shit. And I was like, hey, Mom, how you doing? She's like, I want to ask you a question. So we just start talking. And the shit gets real. I'm looking for my wallet, but I don't have it. When your mother gives you she gave me a business card. I'm like, what's this? She goes, well, when I die, you got to call this person. They have all the funeral arrangements already paid for. Everything's done. And I was just like, that's the shit we're dealing with. I haven't seen you, and this is the conversation we're about to have? Damn, we're just packaging it all up. All right, Mom, chop it up, pack it up, let's go. No, Mom, you still got time. You still doing your thing. And she asked me for some advice, and I gave it to her. Because you can't trust my sister and my brother and my other brother. No. My brothers and sisters, we come from a family of nothing, but we have something. We all do. We're all well, and we don't need anything from our parents. No, we don't need anything. So I told her to sell her properties and go live life and go just live it up. And what are you doing? Oh, I don't know. What do you guys want when I pass? And I'm like, are you planning something? Is she like planning this whole ritual where she's going to go ahead and join a cult and run off in Jamestown or so? I don't know what she's talking about. I was like, no. No, Mom, we don't need your 5 acres in a middle of a desert. Go sell that shit and sell it now while the market's hot. I don't know. No, you do know. And to Rico and my sister, if you ever, man, it'd be the quickest. Like, hey, we got to split up these assets. Go ahead. I don't want them. Let God deal with you. I'm not dealing with you. Have you ever seen like families break apart because of funerals? I'll turn this show real dark right now. The darkest days of my life are my grandmother passing away. And it's for a totally different reason than you think. It wasn't, listen, we're brought up different. It's not that we're not close or we are close. We're different. When you're part of our family, like my family, my immediate family, it's all about making a better home for you and your kids. That's what my whole family's about, right? And if you can't figure it out, then you failed. But everybody has, every cousin, every aunt, uncle, everybody's got to figure it out. It's like every family. Trust me, I can't call my aunts and uncles and be like, hey, can you take care of my kids for me? Hell, I can't call my brothers and sisters and ask that. My brothers and sisters never babysat for me. Like, here, watch my kids for me. That's not a possibility in our family. Our family were raised not to ask for help, not to ask for anything. It's on you. You can't make it, you better figure it out. Because everyone's out here doing good, but you got to figure it out. Trust me, my kids can't live that way. I'm nervous for my children because I protect them and I baby them. I'm doing everything that my parents didn't do for me. But my grandparents, saw my grandma every other weekend, whatever it was, playing. They're all playing cards, gambling at the table, playing poker. For the little bit of money they had, they would play cards. We'd go play outside. We never got to play cards until we got older. Then we got to play cards when we got older. We're like, hey, man, this is fun. But you learn that the families everybody's on their own. You're like, wait a minute. And no one, like me and Reek, we're not close. My twin brother and I, identical twin brother, haven't lived in the same house since I was 16 years old. 16. I'm 42. I see Reek in passing. Oh, what's up, bro? I'm talking about I've seen Rico twice my wife's met him twice. So you mean to tell me 3 times in their whole life. So I've seen Rico 3 times in 18 years. I've seen my sister twice. My older brother, I do see him around, and my younger brother, I see them around. Just because they still live around the valley. But I don't see these people. Not at all. I've got a nephew that I talk to online that I have never met in person ever. Maybe, once or twice when he was a baby. He was young. Bro, we don't see each other. This family's not like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, my folks die, when they pass, be the easiest funeral ever. All right, y'all. All right, cool. That was awesome, huh? Mom and Dad raised us. You know what's up. We ain't sitting here crying. Oh, my God, I wish I would have did more. Oh, my God. Nope. None of that shit. Just part of life. My dad has raised us, hey, when I die, I better see a big-ass party happening. There better be a DJ, and there better be some music playing. And we're like, all right, Pops, yeah. I guess we'll throw a party. But come on now. Raised different, guys. Raised way different in this family. This family's wild. And when my grandmother passed, she had 10 kids herself. My grandfather had 12, but she had 10 herself. And it was all-out war. All-out war for the 10 of them. And we're all the cousins, right? All the cousins, we all get along. And we're all respectful to each other. No matter what is happening at the parent level, we're all adults and we all get along with each other. I never had an ill word to say about my cousins, to them, with them, nothing. I never seen 2 cousins fight. No, we're cousins. But when the aunts and uncles are beefing, we're just like, yo, man, your mom's crazy. Yeah, man, your dad's wild, bro. Yeah, yeah, they are. Like, we don't get involved. But I saw it tear apart my family all for nothing. We don't hang out anymore. Last time that I hung out with my family was my grandmother's funeral. I don't hang out with them anymore. We don't gather, we don't do anything. And I don't know if it's heartbreaking. It's just the way we were raised. My kids never knew my grandmother. My kids barely hang out with my parents to the point they know my dad. Oh, my dad's really good with the kids that live here, right? Well, how sheltered are they though? Like my little niece and my nephew now, and my other niece and my other niece. I mean, I got a lot of nieces. I got a lot of girls, man. But it's a little different. It's just a different way that we were raised. So it makes me wonder, like, what the funeral's going to be like for my parents. Like, my brothers and sisters come out here talking that shit. I'll just look right at Rico. I'll be like, Rico, what do you want? Rico's going to be like, I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I'm going to say the same thing. So it's going to be my brother and my sister fighting for my mom's stuff. My dad, I don't know. I'm good, man. Yo, Pops, can I get that fog machine? Are you around? You still watching? My dad's probably not even watching. Pops, if you're watching, I just need a fog machine and some lights. I'm doing a live stream later on this week about GameStop earnings, and I want to have a damn smoke screen and some light. You guys want that again? You guys remember that episode where I had all the lights and the DJ equipment, all that shit, right before New Year's? It was fun. Anyway, what am I talking about? Who cares? GameStop's $23.64. They don't want you past $24. Great. I don't want it past $24 either. Anybody tell the short sellers this, market makers? I don't want price discovery, and I want it right down low like it is right now. The volume is so low on this stock. The volume is at 1 million shares trade back and forth, guys. 1 million shares. The time is what? 9:46? That is no amount. That is 0 shares just for people out there. But Rick James, just another shout out to you, Rick James. And a happy birthday to Gabriel. I know I wasn't live yesterday like I wanted to be, but Gabriel was, it was his birthday. Gabriel watches us from Israel while he's parked in his Tesla. Can I talk about Tesla drivers for a minute? Tesla drivers. I don't know what's going on in the world right now. I don't know why people find it a symbol to destroy or hurt Elon himself. When you damage a vehicle, a Tesla vehicle, I think it's ignorance. But most Tesla drivers are Democrats because they want to save the world. They environmentalists. And yet this is the Democratic symbol of prosperity, is to destroy a Tesla vehicle. So you're just going to destroy your own shit. That's no different than BLM and burning down cities that you live in and communities. I mean, are we going to pick the next thing? Vincey says he thinks the pictures are photoshopped. I don't think so, Vince. The guy who posted them, the Saltine, whatever his name is, he always tags GameStop and hashtags and whatever, and he's a big platform. He's a billionaire. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't care, to be honest with you. Doesn't matter. There are big conspiracies afoot. I just can't decide who all is running what. The biggest conspiracy is that GameStop's not profitable and it's not a good company and it's not a good investment. That's the biggest conspiracy in my whole life. Bigger than the moon landing, bigger than JFK getting assassinated, bigger than 9/11, COVID. It's GameStop's not profitable. That's the biggest one for me. So anyway, super chat here that I got to read. 1 second that I want to give support to. It says, why do people even care what McLovin, pee-pee seats, thinks all he knows is how to kiss Pulte's crack? Wow, thanks, Flame. Didn't know. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me either. It's just, have you guys, you ever watch Players Club? You guys never watch Players Club? It's like one of the greatest movies of all time. I think you guys should watch it. Players Club. And they hit the siren. Boop, boop. Ballers are in the house. There's ballers out here. There's a baller here. You're like, what? There's a baller? And the girls get up and they start running to the ballers, screaming, oh my God, it's Pool T. Oh my God. You have any money, baby? Come on, baby. Yeah, we know. And the unfortunate part is that's the world that Pool T lives in too. He finds energy and comfort and value in buying it. He buys interaction forever, since forever. It's just a man with no real friends, a man with no real purpose. Didn't build his own career, didn't really live the struggle, didn't enjoy the journey, tried to buy his way in and prove that he's worthy. And it comes off as failed leadership. It's like the guys who get promoted to these leadership positions and right away, I'm in charge. You're going to listen to me. And then people say, excuse me? Who are you? Get your shit out of here. Like, it's crazy. I don't know if you guys ever been in the military, but it's always fun whenever you get a brand new lieutenant walk into your unit and Butterbar standing there. Oh, I graduated from BNOC and I was in, not BNOC, but I was in, what do you say? I graduated from ROTC at Auburn. I'll never forget this guy. He goes, I went to school in Auburn. War Eagle. I was like, yeah, okay, sir. Sir, there's some latrines that need to get wiped down, bro. Go handle that. What'd you say, Sergeant? Did you not hear me? Because we got a lot of shit to do right now. You going to load up Humvees? What are you going to do? You ready to roll out? We're going to go do some battle drills. You down with that? Yeah, I saw this on TV once. Get out of here. Yeah, Bill Pulte's the same way. Hey, I'm important. Thanks to you, I bought last year GameStop at $9.80 and bought 3,000 shares and sold at 72. Steve O. Slots. I'm gonna have to mute you, bro. I'm gonna have to mute you because you're lying. You said you bought GameStop at $9.80. It was never $9.80. I just met you a week ago on the show. Thanks to me, you bought it at $9.80 last year? And then you sold it at $72. Was that in the pre-market? I don't like people like you. You bought 3,000 shares, not 51. I'm just trying to figure this out. You bought $28,000 worth of shares. $30,000 worth of shares. I'm so sorry. $30,000 worth of shares. You then sold them for $210,000. Am I right on that? Bought them for 30, sold them for 210. What are you doing here? How about this? I'll unmute you from the channel. Okay? Steve-O Slabs, I'll unmute you from the channel when you post that receipt in the Discord. Be careful what you want to brag about. Because, when you tell a girl, I'm the rule of sixes. And she goes, show me the sixes. I don't have a single bond or share of Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm just tired of people talking so much about it. Yeah, you're good. Marantz gives you the answers. You decide the question you want to ask. That's awesome, Steve. No, it's not awesome. He lied. Did you see the thumbnail today? Oh, God. The amount of traction our video got was the warning flag for me. Thank you, Obsessively Gaming. Thank you. Is private equity really targeting the pension plan? Yes. What do you mean? Dion, what the hell are you talking about? That's where they get all their investments from. Why do you think they have? Why do you think they do insurance, like healthcare insurance, like life insurance? What are you guys? Are you guys not watching the show for the last 4 years? What the hell? What the hell is going on here? Every bit of what they say in those videos between her and Ian, where do you think they get these ideas from? I'm done. That's awesome, Rants. I told you, make a difference in people's lives every day. I appreciate you much. Yeah, thank you. I only listen and watch to 2 streamers, and you're one of them. You're actually the reason why I didn't buy into Cole's so good looks on dodging that bullet. You're welcome. Hopefully, they are my kids. Yes. You're lucky you had kinds when you were younger. Look at that. I had kids when I was younger? Okay, thank you. I'll tell you right now, no parent feels lucky that they had their babies when they were 20 and 19 and no. Hell no. Yeah, but my whole 20s are locked up, bro, financially. Just I'm recovering. I've been on the show back when Kyoto was spinning the wheel. I only become active in chat recently. I got a couple NFTs from you. Oh, that's cool. Marantz, I was listening to your private equity video and also went over and checked out AMC/Bigums, and it was an echo. Exactly what you were saying. What up? Bigums is now agreeing with you. J King, that motherfucker is looking for any traction. That dude's broke in life, and he takes all the info he can. But his name is AMC. Think about it. His name is AMC. Lost 99% of everyone's money over there. Don't even come in here and talk to me about Phase 6 or anything else. That kid is worthless. They can copy all the things I'm saying. He knows nothing about private equity. Let him come sit with me. Or maybe he watch Connect the Dots and he thinks he knows. I'll be here for you. Because while he was out there pumping AMC and pumping Phase 6, I was making Connect the Dots. Let it sink in. If I don't make content, what are these kids going to do? They're going to starve. They're not going to be able to feed their families. To be honest, before I started watching Marantz, I was in the grind and didn't really enjoy life. But how he works and enjoys the things that actually matter, it really changed my way of thinking. That's cool, Rick. I'll take that one. I'll take that. Thank you, Ricky. 33 cents per share is at least expected. Yeah, from me. Says long-time viewer, 9-month official elitist. Oh, thank you for that, sir. Part of the crew. Marantz, I'm happy to call your mom on Mother's Day. Yeah, I did call my mom last year. And she lit up like a Christmas tree. She was so happy. What kind of relationship do you have with Rico? I don't. That kid, nobody does. The only person who talks to Rico is my dad. My sister talks to him like on default. But like, my other brother doesn't. And my little brother doesn't. No. My mom barely talks. No, you don't know what it's like. Rico's just like the video game, bro. Rico's just like the... You guys ever seen the interviews between me and Rico? You guys didn't see him on the channel? I had him on this channel like 3 years ago. Oh, my God. It's painful. The DTCC has a stock lending program that lets the DTC lend shares from one institution to another without their knowledge or consent. I asked my pension managers if I was able to get... was in on it and they had no idea. Yeah, I don't know. My mom works for a mortuary and does funeral pre-planning. She has stories for days on how disgusting and greedy people are when someone dies. Exactly, Danny. Exactly. My dad has 3 sisters. And when my grandpa died, they made it a huge... Well, I like these stories. This is good. They made it a huge deal because they wanted more, and it's been a huge problem since. Money is the devil. Money's not the devil. It's the way you react to it. I've been to too many funerals recently, lost my best friend, father-in-law, and a couple of cousins recently. A couple of times I thought, it might break me, but Marantz reminds me of my father-in-law. Cool. Rick James, I'll take that. Trey's back. Yes, I was like this for a while. So stupid. These girls are dumb. I can't with these girls. My mom wants banda all day long at a funeral. All day long? She wants the banda all day? Yeah, that's cool. I mean, we could do that. I don't know what songs she would want, but But if you guys don't know what that is, it's just a band. It's a type of music. It's everything. But I listen to certain songs when it comes to banda music. I listen to the good stuff. I don't know about everybody else. But if you don't know the good music, I'll play it for you one day. Not today. Not today. I have Spanish Wednesdays. I'll do it then. Makes no damn sense. There's my guy, Frank. What's up, Frank? How you doing, sir? Appreciate you. The last one with them at the dinner seemed like it was a bit photoshopped around Cohen's ear. I'm all for it, though. Yeah, everybody keeps saying that they don't know about light in the background. Everyone, everywhere, all of a sudden talking about private equity, and I'm over here like, Moran's been saying this since day one. Thank you, No Way Jose. Thank you. Shit, man. It's tough over here. I like how all the haters buy the bottom and somehow manage to sell at the top. Steve-O traded him his bands for a band. That's good, Sergio. That's good. Yes, he did. Marantz BS detector off the charts instantly. Probably watching Jackie. I told people to watch your December 23 video when it comes to the pension plan. Yeah? Oh, sure. I don't know. I have to watch it. Pre-ordered my Last of Us Special Edition controller from GameStop. The love of money is the issue. The love of money or the love of music? You guys figure it out. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice, and that was more banda music. That's what you wanted at the funeral. Yes, it says, I'm a bit left, and Marantz is, like my father-in-law, a bit right. But as an adult, you can appreciate other people's opinions and realize everyone wants the best. It's not sides, right or left, or wrong. The most I think it is. Yeah, right is not. Yeah, left is not. I appreciate people. That's it. So, the love of money is the issue. Sure. This sounds like my barbershop. Stop that. Thank you. Wherever you get your haircut is probably the shit. Hi, Trump administration team. Thank you for watching Marantz Rantz live today. Take notes, please. Let's take notes. Let's look at GameStop, guys. Let's look at it today. 1.1 million shares traded back and forth, and it's barely 10 o'clock. We're looking at a range of around 2% up and down. The high is going to be 2411 all the way down to 2660. So you're at the low for the day. But we're going to go and look at the monthly chart. This is GameStop's monthly chart. As you can see, it had a rip all the way to the sky years ago, and then started downtrending. This downward channel bounced off of previous support levels. We're right here. The resistance turns into your support and took off. Now, as it took off, got reeled in, GameStop raised a lot of money. To go from owing about $600 million to now in turn having $4.8 billion worth of cash, you just saw a company, I give you the example of like Joann's, right? Joann Fabrics, went bankrupt at negative $200 million. Certain companies go bankrupt at these little numbers. GameStop was already going bankrupt in negative 600, and this was the chart, what it was looking like going bankrupt all the way to the ground. The minute private equity got there and really started putting the stories out, excuse me, as I keep drinking Coke Zero. But the minute GameStop got the stories out and everybody started saying GameStop's digital, it's Blockbuster, it's going bankrupt, it's terrible, that's when it actually bounced up off the floor because of some really good info from Roy and Kitty to say, hey, this is not going to really go down this way. And you saw GameStop run, and it had an amazing run. But right now, the run on GameStop it is absolutely valuable. It's worth every dollar. And you're here right now. You're here in this apex of this triangle. And this is your monthly chart, but I've drawn it to the day, to the T. I have not changed these lines. This is your weekly chart. Your weekly chart can adjust. But we knew it's coming up to earnings, and when earnings gets announced, you will then break out of this wedge. The hardest part is you're not going to break out of this top side. I've done this. I've been around for a while, and I can see it bouncing off of the 50, 55 range, shooting all the way up here, but you're going to find the other leg of this cup, and then it'll be a handle on through sideways for a year, and you'll be dealing with 30s and 40s. You'll be dealing with, the bottom half of the S&P 500 coming out and you falling into it. Who knows? Who knows how it's all really going to play out? But the catalyst of GameStop, whether they announce a dividend one day or another stock split and or more partnerships, you will see GameStop show you some earnings, show you some profits, and it's going to be in this world of around $40. Then the whole world's going to say, well, GameStop's really only worth about 20. And you're going to be like, yeah, I know, but you said 2 years ago it was only worth 3. Tony De Niro, where's your guesstimations these days? You've been totally wrong. You said $3 stock, didn't you? Hey, how about you, Martin Scarelli? You said $6 stock, didn't you? Wedbush, you said it was a $6 stock, wasn't it? Now it's a $10 stock, is it? What are you guys going to say a year from now? Everyone's going to be wrong on this investment except for the ones that have been hanging on to it and accumulating as much as they can. I'm a firm believer in this. I'm telling you, lackluster earnings wouldn't deter me from this investment. But what's lackluster? Their EPS for the trailing 12 is 17 cents, guys. 17 cents. That you have to start thinking Wall Street's completely wrong. Well, I know that. And that's your weekly chart. This is your daily chart. Looking healthy. Looking healthy the last 5 days. Last 5 days, GameStop's been kicking ass and taking names from that low of 20. What was it? Go to the 1 hour chart. What was this? What was this nonsense they were trying to tell me? GameStop should be down here at $20.96. Well, from that $21 plateau, or, I don't know, floor, all the way up, another 20%, 10% at least, 10, 15% going up. All while this is happening. All while this is happening. You mean to tell me this is moving the same way? I remember back in the day when people used to tell me AMC and GameStop moved the same. And they would tell me that because of this whole action here. This downward trend here, this channel that you were in. You were trending down, but it didn't go back up the way GameStop did. It didn't happen because it fell down even further and then it went up. But that is not what GameStop is. That right there, that pump to $12, that's not what GameStop did. GameStop took a real pump back up to challenging that all-time high. You would have had to see AMC shoot back up to this level way up here from way down there. Go all the way up here, and you weren't going to see it. You weren't going to see it because the dilution of this company is infinite. I mean, it's infinite. What's the float right now? 431 million shares. Do you think anybody knows that is 4.3 billion? That's why they'll never get it back. I think people know that now. This is fair market. This is AMC. This is what they are. But I'm just saying, see how they move the same? SPY, over the last couple of weeks, we'll even go to the hours. For whatever reason, I'll go to the 4 hour chart. Whatever reason, this right here, this movement right here, 549 all the way up to here, that really looks like this to me. Am I tripping? I don't know. I mean, I could be. So this is GameStop. And that damn S&P's been running with it, looking, just falling down. Just like, look, it lays right over the top of it. Crazy. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Look at that. That's the S&P right here. This blue line. Get rid of the moving averages. Hold on. Get rid of the moving averages. Okay. This thing right here goes down, down, boom, boom, boom. Still goes up with it. Isn't that crazy? Just lays right with it. Just enough leverage, right? I don't know if I was just seeing shit. It was wow. Yeah, Yeah, look at that. I'm put on the daily chart. It's like perfect, down, up. You know, it's going to happen, right? GameStop's going to just really run away from it. Because this thing's been climbing the whole time to offset. Climbing the whole time to offset. Yeah. You're losing it, buddy. Marantz, you're crazy. I don't know what you're looking at, Marantz. I know, I'm crazy. I'm just a crazy guy. 30-minute chart looks healthy. Thank you. All right, there you go. Minute chart. Looking nice. All right, back to the chat, back to the channel. Did I have the other thing on here? Man, I had something ready for you guys. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to be live tomorrow. Am I? I might. Who knows? I might be busy. But not bad for a dying brick and mortar company, guys, to have 1 million cards submitted. I mean, who would have thought that was a market? That was a market you wanted to address. I mean, it's possible. You know, I have so much top loaders. I got to go get more cards, guys. I have top loaders. I got to fill them up. Let's go fill them up. I got to go get more cards. Yeah, very impressive. GameStop announced almost 1 million cards. Yeah, I told you. Where were you at the beginning of the show? Bro, I'm over here. So what's up with the ginger? Run low the run. Speaking about private equity on Superstock. She got cred or DD Thief? Beach Bum, she hangs out with the DD Thief. That's the first thing. And second thing is, why are they allowed to post on Superstock? The rule of thumb on Superstock is you can't post somebody who is monetized. She literally has monetization on all things. But they're allowed to post? I post, I get banned. I'm not banned, but you get what I'm saying. I don't think you guys know the struggle. But it's cool. One day you'll know the struggle. One day you'll know what I've been through. Because one day I'll tell you all about it. And it'll blow your fucking mind. Blow your mind. I'm like, dude, is he serious? He's dead serious. I hope you guys have been watching my my videos, on my drive videos that I do. I think you guys should watch them. Hey, but listen up. I want to warn you guys about a couple things, okay? First thing is expect a lot of new traffic to come in here on earnings day. Like every earnings day, you're going to see everybody come back to the channel like they all do. Be a couple thousand people watch the show. Everybody's in here telling you, look at this, look at that, whatever. They want you to fail. Expect for me to be in a space helmet because I'm getting ready to go to the moon, like always. And I'm here for it all. You guys will never get me to not want to be here on earnings. But this earnings I've been waiting on. Where is Coppell, Texas? I had this package mailed to me. It says certified from Coppell, Texas. And I'm eating this popcorn, and it says it's from Coppell, Texas. No, the universe is talking to me. No, I don't care. Sorry I mismanaged Wednesday, guys. I know you guys rely on me for that. And for that reason, I'm going to play you one song from Spanish Wednesdays that I haven't played for you guys before. It's a new banger. It's a new hit that you'll never see anywhere but here. Because you know your boy is real. Anyway. Love you guys so much. I'm going to play some League of Legends. Do what ballers really do. I hope you guys like the 2 songs on the way out the door. Hey, get ready. I'm serious. Get ready. GameStop.